I'm making a very short video about Oculus Rift and the reasons why it is going to fail. Mark my words, Oculus Rift and just about all of the VR, virtual reality stuff that comes out this year or next is going to fail. So I'm going to put a link in the URL section of this video, which is going to be very short. And it's called Can Your PC Run Oculus Rift? And I'm a regular reader at GameRevolution.com. I used to be part of this site when it was nothing more than cheat codes. Now it's just a very poorly organized system of ads and clickbait. But in any event, Oculus Rift is going to cost $600 and it's going to launch in March. There is a PC tool, which you're basically, to get to it, I'm going to put the URL, and all you got to do is go click here. And when you click here, what it does is it downloads the Oculus Rift PC check tool or something into your computer, right? And you just download it, and it quickly checks your computer. It's kind of like that website, canyourunnit.com, that I told you about, System Requirements Lab. So anyway, the people at GR checked their computer, and what did they find? It said processor, their processor and their, oh yeah, I can't click it because this was there. They took a picture of the screen. But anyway, whatever computer they were running, they had a good graphics card, but they had a shitty processor. And what most likely happened was they bought an older computer like a Core i3 or Core i5 or whatever, and they were trying to play games running the bare minimum specs simply because they didn't have as much money as I did when I purchased mine. And they got this shitty processor and it didn't work. Now, their graphics card was check, and let me see what they said. They said that, they said that they ran it with a GTX 970. Oculus Rift requires no less than a GTX 970. Now, I have a GeForce GTX Titan X, and my graphics card alone was about $1,000 but you can get them a little bit cheaper now, like maybe $150, possibly even $200 off. And the reason why I bought that was because it has 12 gigabytes of graphic memory rather than the 980, which only has it has less than 12. Now, a lot of people buy like more than one 980 and they run them together in order to get more power out of them. But my thing is, there's no kill like overkill. So anyway, I got that Titan X and my graphics card, everything I had checked out, but this is on their site. So I'm going to put the URL there so you can check your own. Memory, as far as I know, it only requires 8 gigabytes. So they're 8 gigabytes checked. Now, when I bought my computer, I started with 32 and I quickly went back out and I upgraded my computer to 128. Because once again, there's no kill like overkill. Operating system, Oculus Rift runs the Windows drivers. So even if you have, what does it say? Even if you have the OS as Windows 7, you're fine. But I'm running, obviously, as you can see, I'm running Windows 10. And I'm running Windows 10 across, multiple monitors. I've got 3 monitors hooked up to my Titan. But the Titan can actually handle more than that if you're not using the display port. Now, if you do have enough money to buy more than one Titan, which I'll probably do as they get cheaper, you can run up to like 12 monitors or something like that. So that means like you can run like 4 cards or something, but nobody's really doing that. Nobody's doing 12K gaming. That doesn't make sense. But I'm just saying it can be done. So anyway, I'm running Windows 10 64-bit. So my Windows 10 checked out. And then it says, obviously, you have to have a USB port. Everybody has USB, and I'm thinking that you have to have USB 3.0. So yeah, I've got plenty of USB 3.0 ports. So that's not even a big deal. So you can check your computer right now, and you can find out whether or not you can run Oculus Rift. But here's the problem, though. A GTX 970, like if you go to Newegg right here, and you look at the price of a GTX 970, first of all, you wouldn't want to buy the bare minimum. I keep telling people this. Everybody told me, oh, well, why are you buying a Titan? You don't need a Titan, just get a 980. No. First of all, I got the money, and second of all, if I do it right the first time, I won't have to do it again. So instead of you buying a 970, don't buy no. In fact, I'm not even going to check the price of this piece of shit 970. Fuck that. It's going to go to GTX 980. You know why? Because there's no kill like overkill. So anyway, GTX 980 is $509. I don't care how much the 970 costs, because why would you do that? That's just stupid. So anyway, if you get a 980, you get a 980 and you get 4 gigabytes of RAM, which should pretty much make it so you can play just about anything you want, like Witcher 3 or Fallout 4. You should be able to run just about anything. Will you be able to run it in max settings on 4K? Absolutely not. Will you be able to run it max settings on 1080p? Absolutely. Now, if you want to do what I did and you get yourself a Titan X, then you can do 4K gaming over like 1 or 2 or 3 monitors or whatever. You're not going to be able to run like 4 monitors. Oh shit, I said Titan 4K, my fault. Let's see, Titan. Let's see. Get yourself the Titan X. The Titan X. Where's that? Yeah. You can get those. You don't buy refurbished. I don't know who buys refurbished. You don't buy refurbished. But anyway, the thing is about $1,000. Like they're saying it's like $879 or something. No, you don't do that. You buy yourself brand new. If you ain't got the money, save up some money. Bernie Sanders is never getting into the White House, so you're never getting anything more. You're never getting $15 an hour. Save up your money or get yourself a credit card if you really need that Titan, because it's just not going to happen. Bernie Sanders is never going to smell the Oval Office. So get that out of your mind right now. When Donald Trump's in office, hopefully we bring back some of these jobs from China. Maybe you can get yourself a better job. Maybe you can save a little bit more money. But the thing about it is, if you're really not worried about who's the president, maybe you shouldn't be buying stuff like this for a computer. So anyway, I'm putting the URL there. This way you can check it out for yourself. And so far, I'm absolutely certain this VR stuff is going to fail. They're out of their minds if you're going to spend $500 for a graphic card and then turn around and spend $600 for a pair of glasses. Oculus Rift makes no sense at all. Like, let me just say, let's see, Oculus Rift, right? The thing makes it makes no sense at all, because the thing about it is, I can almost understand people using something that makes you look like an idiot like that. I can almost understand it if you were on a college campus or something, or you were sitting on a bus, or you were on a plane and you were captive and you didn't have to move around. But look at this noob. Look at this kid. Look at this. Is that what you want to end up like? Absolutely not. Not for no $600. First of all, people who are typing on a keyboard, they need to look down and see their hands. I play a lot of flight simulators every now and then in order to sharpen my skills for actually flying in real life. But the simple fact of the matter is, I need to see my hands to see what keys I'm pushing. Now, while Oculus Rift would work well for PS4 or Xbox One, I need to be able to see my hands. Like, if you're looking at a PC controller, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're using a keyboard and a mouse, there's no way you're going to be able to use this thing without looking down at your hands. Augmented reality might work a little bit better, but covering up my eyes is something I absolutely can't have. Furthermore, if I can't see and I have no peripheral vision, and I can't hear because I have no peripheral sound, I can't hear out of both of my ears because I've got these big headphones on. If I got these big headphones on and I can't see, I don't know who's in the room around me, because I can't even feel the vibrations in the room, simply because I got all this shit covering up all my senses. I can't smell, I can't see, I can't hear. The house could burn down around me. I wouldn't even know. So that's the reason why VR is going to fail. It's failed before. Sega Master System had shit like this. It failed then. Virtual Boy failed. Every single thing failed. 3D HD TV failed. Everybody doesn't sit in the right angle to the television, so everybody doesn't see the exact same thing. That's the reason why this stuff works in movie theaters and for captive audiences, but it does not work in real life. And, it's funny, that I would remember when they were building this thing and they were making it so, okay, well, now you can have virtual reality, you can have a treadmill, you can walk and everything. This is never going to happen, not for any reasonable cost. Granted, stuff like this will be good for like medical doctors so they can manipulate DNA proteins and this, that, and other while they're doing cancer research. This is not going to happen on the consumer market for some time. Yes, it will get cheaper over time, but the simple fact of the matter is, people do not want their eyes covered up. They do not want their ears covered up. They want to be able to use their peripheral sound and peripheral vision. That is the reason why virtual reality is a gimmick, and it's going to fail. Someday it might get a lot better where people actually want to play it, but we've got so many people who suffer from epileptic seizures and motion sickness and all this, that, and other. I mean, you're dealing with people, a lot of these people, they can't even drink milk because they get sick. You're dealing with entitlement crybabies, for God's sakes, who want to vote Bernie Sanders in. It's just not going to work, guys. It's just not going to work. And everybody wants to argue, oh yeah, it'll get better, it's going to get better. Guess what, guys? Listen, unlike that commercial the liberals put out, it doesn't get better.